beginner stuff is cool, right? With reversal, I think it's fine. You know, you got beginner mode. It's pretty good. But the real update is actually on Reversal Advanced, right? It's all part of the same package. You guys will get both when you subscribe. But Reversal Advanced is where the big changes, the amazing changes have happened, and I'm so excited to show you guys what I've been working on for you, for the more advanced traders out there. So we've got some really fantastic filtering that to add to your tool chest. I guess the first thing to look at is these overall trend filters. Okay, and this has really been guided by you know, what really works the best. I've used a lot of AI in figuring out what gives the best results, and feeding that back into the system, and figuring out what filters are going to be the best for actually trading reversal. And so, yeah, this HMA filter is really the best one. Okay, we were talking before about about clean charts, right? And not trading against the trend. HMA is really the best for that. And you start enabling that for these really volatile indicators like pivots and divergences. This is going to clean your chart right up. I think this is really essential for Stoke RS pivots and divergences. And yeah, like I said, eliminating shorts during pumps. You don't want that. You don't want to ruin your trading opportunity with early shorts. HMA filter is going to fix that. And by the way, even if you're on beginner mode, you can still go down and click these filters on. Okay, so you can move down your chart. Sorry, not your settings menu, I should say, with beginner mode on. And you can flick on these. They're way down here. HMA. And I mean, I've really worked on these. I wouldn't worry about time frame and length. I've really dialed these in, so they're pretty good right now. But let's say we start going on a lower time frame. We want to start eliminating bad trades, right? If we start really dialing it in, right, putting a lot of trades on the chart, maybe not that many, then what we can do is enable the HMA filter, and it does a really nice job of cleaning up, right? An Ichimoku filter, right? It can start to really clean up. It doesn't like any of these shorts. It's like So you can see how powerful it is, right? These are higher time frame filters, so that they're really going to keep you on the right side of the market. Okay, so yeah, Ichimoku, really excited about this one. This is for higher time frame. It takes out a lot of signal noise, right? So you only get the highest quality trades. Again, you won't get that many trades, right? This is really an aggressive filter. HMA to start, right? If it's still not doing the job for you, then move on to your Ichimoku filter. Okay, and that is going to really clear it up. Again, for those lower time frames, if you're trying to scalp, this is going to really make a nice clean chart for you and still give you some good trading opportunities. Okay, so I recommend going in that direction. Now we also have the look back filter. All right, and what this does is basically, let me see if I can create an example for you guys. We'll just turn this off. So what happens with especially pivots and divergences, let's just make like, you see how we have so many divergences down here, right? These start repeating, right? And you get a whole bunch of them down here, right? So these are just too many. So if you start seeing these repeat signals, you can use the look back filter to start eliminating these repeats. So you can say like a 10 look back period, and it's going to look back through 10. Oh, I don't think I have it enabled. Just give me a sec here, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so basically this is going to start clearing up your chart, right? Giving you a much cleaner chart. You get one signal instead of many signals. Okay. And same, it works for all the different indicators as well. So if you were like go down to 15-minute, it's still going to be fairly clean. You're not going to get a whole bunch of signals all at once. This is about the most you'll get. So I really think this is a powerful indicator. So, or sorry, powerful filter. So you guys can see, right? Even if you're on beginner mode, you can still use these filters in clearing up your chart. Okay. Now let's move on. We're going to look at ADX filter, and I really have to give a shout out here to SMP 208, one of our VIPs, been in since very early on in VIP, and he gave me so much amazing feedback. The biggest thing was that we need filters for each individual indicator. And yeah, like SAR is not working with high time frame counter trends, so it's not that useful. Okay, so I didn't put a SAR filter on everything, but I definitely did for your for ADX. So you've got ADX on a whole bunch of these. You can customize it very closely, and I would say this is most important with stochastic RSI pivots and divs. Okay, but you can see here, right? We've got ADX. You just enable, right, and you can start to clear up. Like these longs, I don't like. The shorts, I do want. I do want that short up there. Right, it got rid of it. I do like that short up here, but this late short, right? This is where you can start getting into it, right? I don't like this long here. It comes in too early. So I'm going to take you guys through the strategy of using these, but you know, you start to play around with these, and what does it? Let's see, 25. Well, this one's being very pesky on me right now. Anyways, I won't do too much on there, but you can see you create a nice tight range on the ADX, and it will give you very precise controls. Okay, you can see I'm using this on stochastic RSI. I created a very tight range for shorts. So yeah, we'll get into this now. So basically, I've learned something about ADX. And it's not just about range low. You know, we in the last session, I did say ADX mostly on range low, but it's actually very helpful on range high as well. And range high is, let me see. Yeah, range low will filter out trades that come in too early. Range high will filter out trades that come in too late. Right, so this is the way to think of it: is if something is coming in too early, right, it's stopping a nice long move. You can start to adjust range low. If it's coming in too late, like it's you know, right at the end of a dump, you get a short coming in. That is where you're going to want to bring range high down. And this really involves creating a very tight range, right? So you can see your 10 to 40, 3 to 50. This is really, you're going to have maybe like 20, 30, 30, 40 between your low and high. So you're really creating this tight range. You can really create an excellent chart using that. Okay. We're going to kind of bounce around here as I go through these because I want to give you guys a nice description. Yeah, and as far as the RSI buffer goes, now before RSI buffer, we used to have very messy charts. Okay, it would be a lot of signal noise. Now I can show you guys a little bit about this, but let's see here. So RSI buffer. Okay, so if I put this down to like a 1, this would have been like a default. You get a lot more trades coming in if I turn off ADX. Yeah, So you can see here tons and tons of trades coming in, but then when you turn on RSI buffer, this starts to clean up your chart so nicely. Okay, and just giving you those high confluence trades, RSI buffer, and start throwing on your ADX, and it will look really nice. So basically, RSI buffer, you start at a 10, move your way up to 30, and it will really do a nice job of cleaning up your chart. Okay. All right. We have back testing. All right. So this is really great. Let me just give you a nice chart here. Okay, that looks good. All right. So back testing. You're going to go to your invite only scripts. Remember, this is for our VIPs, the back tester. If you want to get the back tester, subscribe to VIP, and then it will work for you. All right, so there we go, back tester. All right, not that. All right, so first step with back tester, choose your range. We're just going to start from 2020. We don't want too much in there. And then you're going to choose your source, and then we go down to outbound entry signals. Okay, and then once you have that, you're feeding in those trades from reversal, and you can see here it starts out pretty well, right? 68%. And then what we can do here is we can start to bring up our order size, right? Bring it to a 5%. And really, this is, as I said before, you can really start to dial in. 5% works really nicely here. I have a new back tester that I'm going to be launching for you guys. I think you'll remember there are some, I remember in VIP, some people were talking about some signals that were firing once the deal was closed. That's all gone. That's all in the past now. So we've fixed that. This is working much better. Now this back tester works great, right? It's good for seeing how well you do, like compared to a buy and hold 55%. Now you're doing a 258%, right? And you can start to bring up your take profit and all that, getting nice results there, right? Actually 0.6% sometimes looks better. Yeah, about the same. You can and you get out faster. So between 0.5 and 1%, as I said before. Yeah, so basically the idea here is you can really play with your settings, play with your charts, see how it goes, and you can look at average days in trade. This is only 9 hours. There's one trade that got locked in there for a month. That's not so good. So you can start playing around with your reversal settings, bringing that 1 month down. Look at your max drawdown, all that stuff, right? It's really works well for fine tuning. So I'm really excited about this. And just to let you guys know, so right now you have to subscribe to VIP for the back tester. I'm going to be releasing a specific back tester for reversal that will include auto reverse. So you'll be able to check just a straight up auto reverse strategy. Okay, so that's the new back tester coming out for reversal. But for now, we're just going to use the STP back tester. Okay. And yeah, I like to always make sure you're aware that when this looks really nice, right? Like if you really dial it in, right? 38x on ETH, right? Full on degen. Remember, this is back testing. It's not necessarily live going to be the same as live trading results. So make sure that you're always starting out with small accounts when you're using these back testers, right? If you get a good result there and on paper trading, still test that thing out for a little while. Make sure it's working well with a small account before putting in serious capital and before you go in with heavy base order, safety order sizes, right? This is always good methodology. Okay. And yeah, I'll just take you guys quickly through these different filters, how to use them, right? Again, ADX range low is for trades that are too early. Range high is for trades that are too late. We already went through that. So the most important filter really is this counter trade high time frame filter. Okay. And so something I want to add about this, okay, is with our stochastic RSI, please never run this without high time frame counter trend. It's actually on by default. Even when you're in beginner mode, you always need to have high time frame counter trend on when you're using stochastic RSI. Otherwise, you could find yourself getting too many trades. You really want to use the high time frame counter trend as your filter for stochastic RSI. You don't need to add too much else to it. I mean, I would maybe want to work on that a little bit, right, with our different filters, but most of them are pretty good, right? But I will take you through. This is a neat chart here for stochastic RSI. So you can see here, right? I don't like these trades down here, these shorts, right? So we can adjust ADX short. And I'll be honest, I already had this is already pretty good. Yeah, you can see it already takes it away. Just for it as an example, though, you can see here it just did a great job. You're just grabbing that this long here, so it works really well. All right, and then yeah, as far as yeah, SAR filtering is really for those big long moves when you have a lot of trades coming in. And this is, I really reserve this for pivots and divergences. Okay, so if you have a long run of pivots or divergences against the trade, you can just turn on that SAR filter. I would not too much adjustment needed, right? Just use that SAR distance filter 1.5, time frame 60. Good in most cases. It's going to get rid of those offside trades, give you a nice clean chart. Where this does not work well is for high time frames. All right, and it's really kind of just basically gets rid of all trades when you're using that. But for using it on counter trend on the low time frames and then pivs and divs, it works well. Okay. Oh yeah. So for your setup for advanced, this is where you can start to get into individual bot IDs for your different indicators, different reversal indicators. Okay, and this is really where you can start having multi setups, right? Maybe you didn't catch the big swing move, but you can still catch little scalps with stochastic pivots, divergences, right? Or maybe you want to have a dual approach, right? Maybe you already have a big swing trade and you can open, well, at least on some exchanges, you can have multiple trades open. You can have trades against your major swing position open, just compounding that account, giving a few more trades. So it's really handy for that. Just giving yourself a bit more trade opportunities. It's really, really good. Okay. And the other thing about this is you can manage your risk differently for each one of these bot platform settings. Okay. So you can lean in more to stochastic RSI, and then for pivs and divs, keep it low, right? Maybe I want a 1% for stochastic take profit, but then for pivs and divs, I just want to have it down to like a 0.25, a 3, maybe a 5.5%. All right, so that's a way to play it, but this is really, really handy. Now, it might seem simple, but having auto reverse work with all these different bot IDs, that was a huge challenge. And what it does is it basically remembers which trades you have open and it will close each individual one that you had open. And so it's a very complicated logic to program that in, but I've done it. You guys are good. All right, so it will reverse your trades that are against the trend when you have auto reverse on. Okay, and so that's really powerful. You're going to be able to make these multiple strategies work on different pairs. All right. Yeah. Yeah, just as we talked about the auto reverse setup, right? Um, Basically, you're going to go in, create the bot, and then you're just going to keep going copy, right? You have to create, up to 10 bots. By the way, you don't need to create 10 bots. You can just have one for counter trend and high time frame, and then you could maybe have a high risk bot for stochastic pivs and divs. That's no problem. You just have what you can have the same bot ID for longs, same bot ID for shorts. Really depends how you want to play it. Ultimately, having individual bot for each setting is best, but it's also a lot to set up. So no expectation there. You guys play it as you will, but you can use beginner setting if you just want the same long one bot ID for long, one bot ID for shorts. If you want different, just do copy. When you want to change the shorts, make sure you change strategy to short after you've copied, and then yeah, I guess the other thing you can change is your position size, right? This is very handy. I would want to lean in large position size on counter trend, high time frame, and then smaller, like a 5-10%, and then for our scalps, stochastic pivs, and especially on pivs and divs, you're just going to keep it 0.5, 1%, no trailing, right? You can do those customizations because a counter trend and high time frame trend going to be completely different settings that you're going to want when you're scalping on those on pivs and divs. So I think that's good. I think that gives you guys some stuff to work with there. All right, so that's basically our session on advanced setup for reversal.